of Wimryn, constructed in the 34th turn of the second cycle, is located on the eastern side of Verzoza in the windy Springs Gasp region, where flora and fauna here are more common than elsewhere in the province, but not to the level seen in the Seychelles Overlook region on its southwestern side. Though the exact details of the town's history are foggy, it's generally believed that its construction came about by Aeolon Esmakin, who were bored of living in their skybound home city of Elson and wanted to see what Verzoza on the world below, as their races want to call all lands outside of the city, had to offer for the fair folk. Wimryn is a somewhat larger town, housing a populace of around 50 people, with a roughly even split between civilians and guards. The town has the expected inn, shops, and so on, with its buildings being made of wood and stone both. One may wonder why there's so many guards in a seemingly unremarkable town, and this is due to the fact that it recently, as of the last 3 years, supposedly, rebuilt an underground portal to Elyson is rumored to be near Wimryn, though the town's guards know the truth of the matter. The portal itself has become even more heavily guarded as of the last few months, likely due to the suspicion that the Vendon Empire just might want to pay a visit to the city themselves for whatever purpose. Additionally, the current Grand Aves, ruler of Elyson, known as the Haughty Nimbot, occasionally requests that the Aeolon guards, and only them, within Wimryn and by the portal return to Elyson and report to her directly, as she wishes to ensure that things are moving smoothly along, whatever that might mean. Though many understandably wish to experience the skybound wonder for themselves, it's illegal to be allowed passage into the city without a held permit from Verzoza's capital city of Averset nowadays, also due to the Vendon Empire. This rule came about by a shared agreement between Elyson's Grand Aves and Verzoza's Duke Berliso, with the reasoning of them wanting to have good relations with the other people given upcoming threats, and anyone wanting to undermine their wishes to sate curiosity and risking a misunderstanding will be dealt with harshly. While no one in Elyson or Wimryn was sure of what the two meant at first, figuring that they were just saying in a roundabout way that people need to behave themselves, in retrospect, these words were in reference to the invading Vendon Empire, their actions of which were unsuccessfully hid from the public in both locations. The guards didn't see a point in quelling such rumors, as they would have even less goodwill from the people of Elyson and Wimryn both as a result, with a lot of the people's trust from the latter location already gone from smothering the populace in the town over the failed secrecy of the nearby portal to Elyson. Still, the Grand Aves and Verzozan Duke had a point. If the Esmakin were at the throats of each other while the province was being invaded, that force would absolutely take advantage of this organization to ensure an easier victory. All of the guards of Wimryn can ask is that the town's citizens behave or punishment will be dealt, the same as most any other locale on planet Esma. Unity is ever the more important during times of war, after all. Much like the Farmer's Respite Tavern in Verzoza's western town of Zaire, Wimryn's own tavern is frequented by residents who invoke alcohol to escape the predicament of their reality, if only for a few hours. One seeks comfort when and how they can during troubling times, do they not?